This week on Cars and Things Restos, we're back working on the Stato, more improvements for Summernats. Welcome to Summernats 35! Welcome to Summernats 36! Welcome back to Cars and Things Restos. Alrighty, got something in the mail. Oh, we did get something in the mail from our sponsor, our man from Customise My Ride. We got a little something for the ute, for the VS. Check that out. How cool is that? Thank you, Scotty. You are a friggin' legend. So I'll have to get that painted up and whack that on the VS, see what she looks like. But let's get stuck in this. Have a look what we've got in here. Let's have a look. Now this is not sponsored. This was bought from our favourite store, eBay. eBay good. eBay need to get on and sponsor us. We deal with you all the time. Okay, what we have here, guys, is a new Pro Ratchet shifter. Same as what, well, we run a Pro Ratchet in all the other vehicles. And here it is. And we're going to try and make that fit in the Stato, in the stock position, and I'll probably film doing it, putting it in, but there is something missing on this. Here it is here. Oh, come on, you biatch. This one doesn't have B&M written in the handle. Look at that. But let me tell you guys, looking at it, looks exactly like the B&M shifters we run in Mako, the HZ, the Ute, the HX Ute, all that. This looks exactly the same. Whether it works the same, looks like it does. Yep. It all works the same. So, for less, way less than half the price of a B&M shifter, we've got this Pro Ratchet shifter, and it looks exactly the same. So let's try it out and see if it works. You know what we're about. Let's see if we can get a bargain. I try this stuff, so whether it's good or not, I'll try it out. If it works, go ahead and buy it. If it fails, I'll let you know. As you know, we're still running the cheap ass True Track diff in this. Can't remember what it was called. It was only like 300 and something bucks, and it's still working shit hot. So it's a worm drive diff, but it's still working really good. So this is what we've got to go in the Stato. So let's try it out, see if we can fit it up in the Stato and make it work. We may have to do some modifications to fit it in the centre console, but it doesn't matter. There's a lot of stuff on here we don't need anymore because we're not running any of this. We can cut all this off. All looking pretty good. I do want to move this. I did it on Maisie's HQ. We cut this off here and welded it onto right there. I'm not sure if we've got it in place. So we cut that off and welded it onto there so it was in line with this part here, and it works a lot better because you can have it in the same plane You don't have to cut extra holes into your anywhere. It just fits straight up in the console. So we'll do the same with this one. I'll lop that off, weld that to there so it's in the middle, and we just, when we come to it, we'll just be in the centre and we'll just flick it and we'll go. We'll see what happens. Hope I've got all that in the camera. We'll see that. There you go, and that was quite cheap. I was pretty impressed how cheap that was. So that's going in the Stato, so we can have some good friggin' gear changes instead of pushing it right through to neutral or third. Well, what are we? We're a couple of weeks out from Christmas, and I've got a little bit of time, so it's time to get stuck in to putting this ratchet shifter into it. So we're going to get in there, we're going to pull the console out of it, we're going to have a bit of a look, see what we can do, because I want to put the ratchet shifter in it, and then I want to put all this back together looking like that, just so the ratchet shifter is sticking up through the hole on the in there. We need to also change the position of this lever here from there to just there, so it's dead in line, so we can have both these in that one spot. I only have to cut another hole in this bit just here for the ratchet shifter to slip forward, and the other one wherever this will locate. I'll probably have it around about there, I reckon. I don't know, maybe where drive is we'll have it, and then it'll just pull back and go forward, and we'll have the lockout up there. We'll see what happens. Right along, we've got the console out, it's got underneath there, undone those 4 bolts, and hopefully this will lift up without having to. It's not fucking gonna, is it? You motherfucker. I don't really want to pull all this front part of the console out, so I'm gonna have to work out what I do here to get it out. I'll see how I go there. I want to make it easy as possible. So I've done this bit, cut that off there and welded it onto there, so now it is in line. Got to give it a bit of paint and it'll be good as gold. Alright, I'll see if I can get this shell shifter out. It's just a bit of frigging around the lever this side across, get it up and then leave it. So I've got it. So looking at that, that was what was underneath it. That went there like that. So what I'm thinking I'm just going to copy that out of a bit of plate, so we can stick the shifter there. I don't know if it needs to drop down or what. I'm not 100% sure. I'm hoping I'll grab it, sit it there, and hopefully it's going to be low enough for it all to fit. I don't know if I need a drop box or not. We'll have to work that out. So I've got my plate in, made up that plate, that's sitting there. I've got the shifter. I had to cut that little section out of the console there, so that'll fit through. Not sure if that's straight. It might. I might have to. It might fucking sit right there where that bolt is actually. In the centre. If I bring it to the. It's bloody close. I might take that out. It sort of depends where it's going to sit in the centre of that console, but what I've noticed is I'm going to have to trim all this here off. Now that's for the outer casing to fit on, which we're not ever going to use, so I could probably lop all that off and make this a bit shallower, probably knock this down as well so everything can slip down inside. We'll see how we go. Here we go, we've got our plate in, looking the goods. Got her in the centre and it's all bolted down, working well. Works as good as a real one. The only thing is these bolt holes are real tight, so I had to put some cap screws in there use Allen key heads to get into them. Very tight. This one back here was right up on the edge and I couldn't get a nut-cert in it, so it got a special bolt put in it to hold it, and it's love and life. Now we've got the only thing is I may have to go and get a countersunk one. I'm not sure if we can get the bolt cable through there. If you can see, I did grind one down. It may go over top of it, I don't know. It looks like to me that it's right there, so if I go and get a countersunk one and bolt and put down through there, it should be, or a cap screw or something, it might be a little better. So I'll get one of them. Henry's probably got heaps of them in there. We've got to go and see him later, so I'll grab one there. That'll fix that problem, I think. Anyway, there it is. That's our shifter in. I've just got to hook it all up and make my new neutral safety switch work, which is not a big deal. Just got to bolt it all on. I'll keep knocking her out. It's looking good. There we go, mounted. We've got the cap screw down there. You can't see because the thing's right on top of it. Cable's in and works. Works as good as a real one. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think it was only 340 bucks, I think, if I remember rightly. So to me, it's exactly like the B&M shifter, except it doesn't have the B&M logo on it. Works good. That's what it's got to do. Perfect. There we go. It's all back in. Just got to pull the console up. This is supposed to come up from underneath, but it won't come up from underneath. No, it won't fit. So I've glued all these switches and that in it to make it look the part. They don't work anyway because the Turbo 400 in it. That sits in there like that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it in, and then I'm going to run some Sikaflex around the inside to stick it down, and it should look the part. And that's all it's got to do, is just look the part. Not sure whether I'll... You see there's a little bit of a gap there. When it's down, it's alright. So if I run some Sikaflex around from the inside, make it nice and clean, it'll look okay. It'll look okay, and it still works all good. And that's all we want it to do. Beautiful. Alright, I'll finish it off. Went up there lunchtime, Sikaflexed all this up. It ain't coming out of there. You can let that set overnight. Just got in there and I put a bit of felt over top of that, underneath this thing here. That's going to hold that up a bit higher. Put all the cable on, hooked her all up, and I've adjusted it. Just tried it out. Neutral start switch works beautiful, and it moves. Back and forwards anyway, as far as I moved it. But that'll do for the minute. I'll get this in tomorrow and see what it looks like. There we go. Shifter's in. Not exactly stock, because this normally comes up underneath here, but it'll do the job. It needs to do what we got to do. The shifter works fine. So we're laughing. Let's put all the rest of the trim on the shifter. So it looks there like we go. All fitted up. Feels just like the same shifter I've got in Mako, in Brothers HX Ute, and also in the HZ. Feels exactly the same, operates exactly the same at less than half the price. So I'm pretty happy with that. That's feels really nice. Now we just need to see, well, I've already moved it. I know it works. The car moved back and forwards. I did it the other day. I didn't film that, but I'm not starting it up now because it's only like 8 o'clock in the morning. It's a bit rowdy. We might start it up on Saturday when the boys come out. We'll see how we go. But it's fitted in there. It's fitted in there quite nice. It's not 100% because I've had to do this, lift it up. It probably needed a 10mm drop box in it. May have been the go. I'm not sure. But anyway, it looks good. Tell me what you guys think. So I hooked it up onto the Turbo 400 exactly how you would normally do it. All the bracketry and everything is exactly the same. It's all over here. Everything is nearly identical, to be honest with you guys. There's the back bracketry. If anything, the bracketry is probably a little thicker. No, it's about the same. It's the same stuff, mate. I'm nearly 100% certain it's the same product. Just it does not have the B&M engraved on the side there. So there you go. Shifters in the stator, all hooked up, all working, and we're done. That side of it's done. We still need to prep the bumpers. The bumpers have got to come off it. They'll come off it this Saturday. We'll get them up into the booth and get them rubbed back and see if we can get them painted. We'll see how we go. So that might do it for this episode. So bang shifters in, works, and we're ready for, well, that's part of it, ready for Summernats. Alright, so a little bit more prep we've got to do is on the bumpers, but that'll happen this weekend. So what are we up to? I think it's the 19th at the moment. Yesterday was the 18th. We got the HQ. Monaro has been roadworthy and it is registered. We got that done yesterday. I may have a clip here somewhere for that, but that's done. It's registered. We're laughing there. Now we just got to get all the little fine things, trims and everything done on it, and you know, a little bit of panel alignment and get it absolutely perfect. He's entering it in street, so we're going to see how he goes. Hopefully he'll get it into the top 50 in street. We'll see how we go. Alrighty, well there you go. There's another Summernats prep video for you. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm absolutely loving it. I cannot wait. I'm hanging to get to Summernats, and if you're going, we'll see you there. Alrighty, if you haven't subscribed, please jump on and subscribe, hit the bell, share with your friends, and we'll see you next time. Cheers! On the HQ. We spent countless hours every night working on this, getting it all ready for roadworthy. So we've taken it in now. We've spent hours. Everything's brand new in it. Brakes, suspension, everything is new. So she should go through roadworthy, no worries at all. It's got all new wiring through it, the whole lot. Brand new exhaust system through it. Sounds pretty sweet. So we'll get her in, get her roadworthy, and get her on the road. So there you go, guys. Just an update on the queue. Alrighty, bit of a follow up on Terry's Fairlane. Got the brand new wheels today. We just slapped them on it, and that makes it look a little bit different, a little decent. It's got a fair bit of rubber under the back now. Looking pretty sweet. Got to be proud of that, mate.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, looking the goods. Just a little update.